including the flight trails of a honeybee and toads giving each other a piggyback. Just some of the moments captured on camera for the British Wildlife Photography Awards.
More than 13,000 pictures were submitted. We're going to speak to the winners in just a moment. Let's have a look at their pictures. This picture of a fox roaming through woodland, called A Look to the Future, scooped the top prize for Charlie Page. Isn't that fantastic?
And this image of a tawny owl in a tree by Billy Evans-Freke won the 15 to 17-year-old category, and also the RSPB Young British Wildlife Photographer of the Year. Both incredible winners, incredible images. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Charlie, tell us about your picture.
So yeah, the photo was taken in my local park, Lee Valley, and yeah, I found this area that had been deforested for, it looks like a power station or power lines or something. So yeah, that was the story that I wanted to tell, sort of how deforestation can affect the wildlife and the natural world, really, yeah.
That's interesting. So it's not only saying about capturing a picture, but telling a story.
Well, yeah, that's how I sort of am now trying to sort of take my photography, look at it more like journalistically, like, okay, so what's the story I want to tell? And then how do I do that through my images?
So did you pick the location and then wait? How did that work?
Yeah, so I was photographing foxes nearby, so I knew they were kind of could be around there. And then I found this area and was like, okay, that's where I want to sort of, that's the story I want to tell. So then, yeah, just waited about 2-3 weeks it took to get that shot.
And when you got that amazing picture, did you know at the moment you took it, that's it?
It's difficult because you take it, you're like, okay, I think maybe I've got it. And you look through your little screen and you're like, okay, it looks kind of sharp. And then when I got it home and I looked on the screen, I was like, yeah, okay, I think I've got something decent there, yeah.
It was worth the wait.
Yeah, definitely.
How long had you waited?
2-3 weeks I was there, but I mean, I spent months in that park looking for...
Did you?
Yeah, just going, looking for different spots where they could be.
Wow.
And Billy, your picture is another stunning image. Is that the same sort of thing? Or because it looks just like a moment. You had seconds to take it. Tell us about the story of the owl.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It was quite a lucky encounter because I'd spent a lot of time in that woodland over the years looking for the tawny owls, but I'd never actually found them. And then on that particular night, I bumped into this one owlet that was just starting to branch out, which is when they leave the nest and they're starting to explore the new trees in the area. And I just managed to capture it on that one evening, and then the next evening I went, it was gone. So it was quite a fleeting moment.
So when you say on that one night, does that mean that you were going back again and again to the same place, knowing that there was the possibility of finding this?
Well, I hear the tawny owls from my bedroom when I'm asleep, and I'm like, oh, I know they're somewhere nearby. So when I'm going out of my camera, I often listen for the blackbird alarm call, which is like the telltale sign that there is a tawny owl in that wood. And I'd been visiting.
What, they're being chased?
Well, yeah, the adults will be hunting and they'll like cause a big fuss with all the other birds in the wood. So.
Wow. What strikes me hearing both of your stories is the absolute dedication to this, that, single-mindedness, determination to get those pictures. I mean, it means everything.
I think also, like, if you don't enjoy just being out in wildlife and being out in nature, then it's not going to work, like, because you're not always going to get the shot, do you know what I mean? So if you enjoy being out there in the first place, then getting the photo is the bonus, I guess.
And what would you say for both of you is the message? I know you talked about deforestation, but Billy, what about, what's your photograph telling us?
I guess it's just it's just a story of the owl. It just left its nest. Yeah. And you can see the branches, it's in quite like a little isolated area in the woods, and it just kind of shows like
it's quite vulnerable.
Yeah, it's quite daunting for the owl to be leaving its nest and kind of going out into the wood.
We talked about the thousands of entries for this competition.
Yeah.
So to get top prizes, I know you're bleary-eyed this morning because you've come up from Bristol from the awards last night, but to be the winners is phenomenal, isn't it?
Well, I tell you, we were at the exhibition last night, like you said, and so many incredible images there. Like, so just to be part of that, part of the exhibition, part of the book, is an honour. And then, like you say, to win the overall thing, the 2 overall awards is amazing. Yeah.
Some of the other winners of the different categories. Yeah, well, they're the
that.
toads doing the piggyback.
Yeah, I love that one. The front cover as well, that first fox that you saw is the front cover. I love that one.
That's amazing.
With the dandelions.
I'm not sure we should show that picture before 9 p.m. actually, but yeah.
What's this? Oh, that's the honeybee.
That's
the flight trail.
That's the wow.
This guy I was speaking to last night, a lot of work went into that photo for sure.
Yeah. But you won. You won.
I'm trying to give something to someone else.
I know, you're
But
being
also,
very gracious.
there's all the preparation. Both of you clearly worked, and look at that, it's stunning, worked and worked and worked in order to get these images, but it does take that little tiny moment of magic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And is it luck as well? I don't know.
100% luck, yeah, 100%. A lot of it's luck. Like, you can't, most other photography, you can control your subject. You know, wildlife is the one that you can't, so it's definitely a lot of luck involved. But yeah, but then I guess the more time you spend out there, the more patience you have.
The luckier you get.
The luckier you get, right?
Yeah.
You make your own luck a little bit, I suppose.
And as well as luck, give us a tip, each of you maybe, for, you know, maybe we're only just relying on our phones and we haven't got particularly steady hands, but what would be your message for, how can we take something approaching a good wildlife picture?
Well, I mean, I think I said it sort of at the top, look for a story first, and then maybe, yeah, look for the story and then see where that goes. And also, if you're taking a photo of an animal, get below eye level. That's a little tip as well.
Oh, there we go.
That's a little
Billy,
tip, yeah.
what's your top tip?
Well, I just say spend as much time as you can in nature, and once you build that knowledge, then the photos will take care of themselves.
Wise words. Like a wise owl. Thank you very much indeed
Thank you very
for
much.
coming in. Lovely to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
you.
we'll show those pictures again a bit later.